All right, really don't have any injuries to mention here. We should be, on a positive note. Down at McDuffie and Fenton, we have a chance of getting back here this next week here. So, and it's a bye week. I got it, but we get them back when we get back. Anyways, listen, I'm proud of our team for the job they did. This is a very well-coached football team with the 49ers, and they've got really good football players. So, and they got their guys back, and were very emotional. Had a nice big trade that they added to it. So, their future is bright as can be. And but on the other hand, I like the way our guys approached the game. They came out, didn't get caught up in all of that, and didn't get caught up in being down by 10 points. They just kept playing. Had some young guys step up and make some plays. I mean, I could go through and name all the guys that had a good game, but I'd end up naming probably everybody. They all somewhere along the line contributed, and coaches included. There was great game plans for both sides of special teams. But the resilience of our special teams, first half was a bit shaky, and then second half the guys stepped up. That return to start the second half was a thing of beauty. So that really helped us get going there. Anyways, with that, time's yours.
Hey, Andy. Patrick starts off with that interception. What did you see from him after that point, responding to that?
Yeah, that's a great learning experience for Sky on that. So Sky's got a wraparound route right there, and we try to put everybody inside, outside, so you got to kind of work into that spot and know how to do it. And he got a little bit too high, and Pat trusts him. That was the positive part. So next time around, we'll knock that thing out. And they talked through it, and that was a good thing. So good learning experience. So.
Andy, you got McCole maybe more involved today in the running game, the running part of it. Something about this particular opponent that led you to do that?
Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, Coach Heck had these jet sweeps dialed up, and really he liked them. I mean, he did like them against this group, but he normally likes them. So I thought McCole did a heck of a job going fast, being patient, and then hitting it. And our guys blocked it well. So, yeah, for him, I think he had 3 touchdowns on it. That was the same play, really, 3 different times.
Going back to Sky Moore for a second, do you have to step back from him on the punt return part of things for now?
No, listen, from what I see, number one, he doesn't hang his head. And number 2 is he learns from his mistakes. So that was a tweener thing going on there, and he'll learn from that. And I'm not that worried about him,
You say he learned from his mistakes. That was similar to the play in Indianapolis, though.
Similar, but he had, it was different.
Right.
Similar but different. Adam, again.
Coach, you mentioned the signing of McCaffrey. Did your defense have to change anything as far as short notice and such an impact player, just kind of like being prepared for something like that?
Yeah, we had put together a tape, if he did play, of all of his carries and catches. And so the Spags buzzed through that. We figured they'd use something that'd be familiar to him. And we did. Now, he had some nice plays. He's a great player, and he's going to be a great addition. I mean, Kyle knows how to use offensive players, and he'll be exciting once he gets in the flow of things. Yeah.
Hey, Andy, we talked this last week about your guys getting more man coverage right over here.
Man, I'm having a hard time following the
No,
mic.
it's all right.
There's a mic here and a mic here, man.
You guys
Everywhere.
getting more man coverage. How do you think your receivers responded to that challenge today?
Yeah, we've had it for really throughout the season. I thought our guys did a good job with it today. To answer your question, we had some pretty positive snaps against it, and in particular big time. So we were decent on third down, really good on third down. So that's normally where we've been seeing most of it.
And also your defensive line, what'd you see from them today?
Yeah, I saw relentless football. and nothing tells you that more than what Frank did at the end there with the safety against one of the great, he'll go down as one of the great offensive linemen ever to play this game. I mean, he's a tremendous football player, ton of respect for him. So, you know, I think all the guys did that. You saw Chris doing the same thing. Carlos had a nice batted ball and a big penalty against him, you know. So there were some just positive things. 99 was a contributor. 91 was a contributor. I mean, you saw George had some positive snaps, and it's a good rotation Joe has going there. So,
Andy, trying to piggyback off that defensive line question, you know, the Niners had a couple offensive tackles that were coming back from an injury, probably weren't 100%. So what was the key as far as just trying to put pressure and get Jimmy Garoppolo like off balance and making the bad throws like you guys did in the second half?
yeah, listen, Jimmy's a good football player. It's and every quarterback in this league, you want to try to get him off balance. He's a veteran, so we were bringing people, and he made some nice plays in that second half, hitting the hot receiver, and you know, to where we stopped doing that. And but those guys, the guys that came back, will do nothing but get better for you guys. So I think it's a positive outlook for the 49ers, even though this score got away a little bit. I think it's down the road, the Niners are in good hands.
Coach, heading into the bye week, I know you don't get to choose when the bye week is, but is this having a good time for you guys and coming off the win, and just kind of like how you assess like where you guys are right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good time. You know, 5-2 looks a lot better than 4-3, so it's you know, I think it comes where we could afford to get a little bit healthier in some spots, particularly a corner spot, as long as the guys are out there and being safe. And that's kind of my primary concern right now, that they get back on time. That's always important. But this, I think, leads them into a nice positive week where they can have some recovery time.
All right, thank you.
Okay, good, thanks.